Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm SHIVB from Pen My Blog, and yes, I know it has been a while. It's been a good solid 6 months, but I am so excited to be back, you guys, because mainly our topic for today, as you can probably see from the title, is to talk about these two beautiful palettes from Shane Dawson and Jeffree. I have been watching their docu-series and we've been waiting for these palettes for like a year. So to finally be able to sit down and really look at them and look at the product of what they have really come about is amazing to me. And this is going to be such an exciting review because I could not wait to have these in my hands, and now that I do, I can share them with you guys. So that is basically what today's topic is going to be all about. I've already done my base of my brows, so all we have to do is dive into the eyeshadow palettes. So if you guys want to see that, then stay tuned. We are going to get on it. But before we do, please do hit on that notification bell and subscribe button. So with all that being said, let's dive right into it. I still cannot believe that it's nearing the end of the year, but it is what it is, and it's already the month of November. Like, blows the mind. The first palette that we're going to be getting into is the Conspiracy palette. This is beautiful. The whole spiral, Conspiracy in bold embossed gold font. Like, this is just stunning in terms of packaging wise. And I also do want to mention that this comes out in like a sleeve format, and I think this is really cool because for those of you guys who have really long nails, I think a lot of you will appreciate this. There's no like opening here and there and tearing out packaging stuff just to like click it open. Like that is not what we want. And when you open the sleeve, this is beautiful. I really have to give props to the designer, and you know, it has the Shane Dawson logo here, a little star on the top, and then it says Conspiracy in bold. You guys, this is so beautiful to look at in real life. I know you guys have probably seen like pictures and stuff like that, but honestly, the pictures don't do it justice. When you see it in person, it is so stunning. I can't even tell you. So I'm just going to put it in front to let you guys look at the packaging, how it is like. This one actually reminds me of the Blue Blood and a Blood Sugar palette. They both have the same similar design, but in terms of this though, I'm probably going to say it's stunning, it's beautiful a few times during this video, so fair warning. But let's go ahead and open her up because I have not taken a look at this palette yet. So this is kind of like the first time I'm seeing it, unboxing it and showing it to you guys. So let's open her up. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys. This is how the shades inside look like. Now this palette consists of 18 shades. Each of them weigh about 1.5 grams per eyeshadow, and it retails for 52 USD for the entire palette. So you can also get this in a bundle, but funny story about that. I do have a story time for you guys. When I wanted to purchase this palette, I went online. I think the timing here in Malaysia is about 1 AM, and I was already on standby. I had a few tabs open and I was waiting for the palette to launch. And you know what? The moment it did, I added the bundle and a couple of lipsticks into my cart, and the whole website crashed. You guys, I have never been that stressed out in my entire life. I waited for checkout, I think for about 3 hours until the website kind of got back up. But by the time I got to the checkout, I only managed to get this palette. And I kid you not, that was not even the most controversial part. Did receive an email saying that okay, it's been confirmed, your order is going to be shipped in a couple of days, and in 4 hours later my order was cancelled, probably because of the volume and there was not enough stock. On my end, I completely freaked because I've been waiting for this palette for a really long time, as I can imagine so many of you did as well. So for me, that was like, no, I'm going to figure out a way on how to get it. So I kind of went on Twitter and I was checking whether there was any stock, and then I found that there was one Morphe store that had opened in Melbourne. Now my sister is currently residing in Melbourne, so I gave her a quick call. I said, hey, look, I know it is the weekend, you're probably busy doing stuff, but can you just go there? A couple of people said there were some palettes still left in stock, and because the Morphe store just opened, so you know, just please try your luck. And she was so far away. She was probably an hour away from the city, and she and a friend fell. Both of them came all the way to the city and they managed to grab the mini Controversy and the Conspiracy palette for me. So I want to thank them both on camera because that means the world to me. Thank you guys. Because of you, I actually have this in hand, and for that I am so incredibly glad. So hence as to why I'm able to sit down and review this too for you guys. There was a lot of mishap that happened last week that was stressing me out, but now that everything is here, the order is good, I am just the happiest person in the world. So that's that for my little mini story. But let's talk a little bit more about the palette. So in terms of that, you guys, I just want to point out that the names for these shades that Shane Dawson and Jeffree have put in, we have Illuminati, we have Trisha, we have food videos. Oh my god, food videos is the one that really speaks to me because this pigment, you guys, is everything. And then we have My Pills, we have the Conspiracy, What's the Tea, we have Diet Cola. So what I'm going to be doing here is that I'm going to be trying out the shades. Probably going to try out the Conspiracy palette on one eye, and then on the other I'm going to be trying the mini Controversy. That's how we're going to play it out, but in the meantime let me show you guys swatches. So the Conspiracy palette does come in 18 shades. These are the swatches, but again, you guys, I am just going to mention here that swatches don't really reflect the quality of how the eyeshadows are supposed to blend. You have to go in with a brush and all that jazz. So that's why we're going to be applying as many colors as we can to the eye. And then for the mini Controversy, same thing. I'm going to be doing another look on a different eye. And this one, you guys, comes in 9 shades and it retails at 28 USD. So this one is really cute. The packaging is really reflective as well. It kind of has a rainbow kind of reflect. And initially, you guys, I thought this was like a normal like plastic cover, but upon touching it, it's really, really nicely made. Even the Controversy here, it is embossed, and even the Shane Dawson logo with Jeffree is embossed. So that is really great in terms of packaging wise. And when you open it up, you have the 9 shades here. Now for these two, I think I'm going to be going for a simple cut crease on both ends because I want to use as many colors as I possibly can. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to just play around and we'll see what we create. So in the meantime, let's jump right into it. So I'm going to start off with the Conspiracy palette on this eye, and the first official shade that I am going to be dipping into is the one in a Diet Root Beer, and I'm going to place it as a transition shade with my Sigma Beauty E38 Diffuse Crease Brush. So for this next shade that I'm going to be using, I'm going to be dipping into the one in Pigment, and I'm going to be applying it on the upper corner of my crease to kind of blend that in with the shade Diet Root Beer. So in gentle circular motions, I'm just going to slowly lift this up so everything blends out perfectly. Now once that is done, I did mention that this is going to be a cut crease kind of look. So I am going to be going in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer. This is my absolute favorite concealer to date other than the Tarte Shape Tape, but I'm going to be using this to cut my crease. That is a big cut crease, but hey, now we have like a lot of lid space to play with. For the next shade, I am going to be going in with, I think I kind of want to play with the pinks. So I'm going to be going in with Trisha. That's going to be my first shade. So I'm going to put this at the inner corner of my, wow. You guys see that? Like, what? This is so beautiful. It's like a pink shimmer, but it has kind of like a reflective purple sheen to it. It's really, really incredibly beautiful. So once I have the shade Trisha down, I'm going to be placing Flaming Hot right next to it and blending it out. Final shade, we have Not a Fact, and this is a very nice dark purple, very rich kind of shade. So I'm going to be putting that right at the end and then blending it out. So I want to play with the shade Cheese Dust. I think this is really cute. You know, the embossment is really, really adorable, by the way. So yep, I'm going to be dipping into Cheese Dust for the lower lash line. And for the final shade, I'm going to be going in with Not a Fact, and I'm going to be blending it upwards into that top corner of the lid. Now, so far, you guys, the shades blended beautifully. I think it's stunning. And of course, for the inner corner, right here, I'm going to be going in with the shade Food Videos. The pigment on this shade, oh my goodness. That is stunning. Okay, so now I have this eye down with the Conspiracy palette. Don't worry, you guys, it might look like a lot right now, but once I get my liner, lashes, and everything on point, it's gonna come together really quickly. Lashes always makes a very big difference, I always say. Now let's move on to the mini Controversy palette. So for this one, we have 9 shades to play with, and since this one is really quite a warm tone look, I'm going to be going into blue shades and create a more cool tone look for this eye. eye. So the first shade that we'll be going into for this one is going to be in a Diet Root Beer. The next shade that I'm going to be going in is with Expose. And for the shade Expose, I'm going to be applying it to the inner part corner of my eye. Wow, this shade. I'm so impressed with this shade. It's like a very light pastel, but the color, girl. Oh my goodness. Okay, so again, I'm going to do a cut crease. So I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Weightless Complete Coverage Concealer and I'm going to be applying it and just cutting my crease. So this one, I didn't want to go fully to the end with my cut crease, so I just did like 3/4 maybe. Well, the first official shade that I'm going to be dipping into is going to be My Boyfriend's Purse. And that's going to be going into the inner corner of my eye. It doesn't really look like much in the pan, but when you apply it on, it's like this beautiful silver. There's a hint of gold in here, but it's so reflective, you guys. Oh gosh. And then for the second one, we have, we're gonna put Cancelled to that middle part of the eye. And this is a pure matte shade. Okay, there's a little bit of fallout here. Not a biggie. I'm just patting the color down to kind of build it up a little bit. This is a pure matte shade, by the way, you guys. So patting the color down is probably the best way to get the pigment out of it. And finally, for that last shade, I'm going to be using the Simulation. So this is another blue shade, but it is slightly darker and it has a more metallic sheen to it. So I was just realizing a little something. These looks were supposed to be wearable. I guess not. It's more like fire and ice. But it's okay, we tried. I can show you a little bit more of color with this palette. I'll create a more neutral look for you guys, maybe on Instagram or something like that, so definitely check it out. So right now the shades are actually looking quite nice, but I do want to blend it out a little bit more. So now I'm going to be taking the shade Controversy and I'm going to be putting it on top of the Simulation and I'm going to be blending it upwards. So for the lower corner of the lid, I kind of want to go and play with, let's see how many colors we can play with this. I want to go in with Diet Root Beer again and My Apologies. So we're going to play with both of those and then we're going to just do the same thing of what we did with the Conspiracy palette on this side. And for the inner corner, I'm going to be going in with the shade Flat Earth and I think it's very cohesive with this look. Oh, that's pretty. Alright you guys, there we go. We have the two looks from the Conspiracy palette and the Mini Controversy palette. Now I'm going to put on my liner, my lashes, and do a little bit of mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so I'm done with the eyes. I did a little bit of highlight and the lips as well. And if you guys want to know what I was using for the highlighter and for the lips, for this one is Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick. This one is in Calabasas. This one is the highlighter, the one that I currently have on the face right now. And this one is in Peach Goddess. So these are the two that I'm using. Unfortunately, I didn't manage to pick up any of the lipsticks there, but it's okay. We got the palettes. And in terms of what do I think of them? Well, in Jeffree Star fashion, I have to say both palettes are officially approved. And you guys, in terms of the Conspiracy and the Mini Controversy, which one I would suggest to pick up? Now, this is just my preferences, but I feel that I gravitate a little bit more towards the Conspiracy palette because I feel like I can do so many looks with it. And you know, the shade range, price point, everything, packaging, A+ all the way. And in terms of the Mini Controversy, if you're looking for something different, formulation is spot on as well. Packaging is cute, it's very travel friendly, and oh my god, I think among all the shades here, my absolute favorite, and this came to a surprise, is My Boyfriend's Purse. It is what I am wearing at the inner corner here. There's a beautiful metallic sheen, and do you see that is how it looks like swatched at the back. So right you guys, that is about it for the Conspiracy palette as well as the Mini Controversy palette. I kind of really wish I got lipsticks because they looked so good, but it was sold out, so I'll probably have to wait for the restock for that one. But I'm so glad that I managed to get these two because these are bomb, and if you guys are a collector, this is going to be right up your alley. So that is basically it, you guys, for this review. I really hope that you guys found it helpful. You know, Jeffree's formulation has always been very on point, and you know, his collab with Shane Dawson, oh my god, it was like the biggest thing ever. I've been a fan of Shane Dawson since a long time back, even before this YouTube channel existed. Like, it's been a long while, and I think at this point, anything that he puts out, I would definitely buy it, regardless whether it's a pencil case or whatnot. I would definitely buy it. This merger between the both of them, between Jeffree and Shane, and that friendship that they have, and to see, you know, everything materialize from a piece of paper to what's currently at hand, it's been just so great to be a part of that journey. So good to be back, you guys. And if you did like this video, please do hit a thumbs up. And yeah, if you want to see more of my face, yes, if you want to see more of my face, then please do click on that subscribe button. That's basically it, and I will see you guys in the next one.